Hello friends! This is an NEC Accusync LCD71v VGA monitor. It has an LCD TFT screen with compact fluorescent backlighting from the mid-2000s. A few years ago, a kind friend gave me this monitor. The reason he did not want it was that it has a broken screen, as you can see here. The screen must have taken a few hits and it's ruined, and we're going to try to repair it. Since flat panel VGA monitors are a dime a dozen, literally, why are we going to the effort to fix this one? This, my friends, is a multisync monitor capable of displaying all of the AGA Amiga's display modes. I've already tested this monitor with my Amiga 1200 and it syncs to all the weird horizontal scan rates from the 1200. So let's take it apart and see if we can maybe get the model number off the panel and find another one somewhere. There are 4 side screws holding the panel to this metal back frame, but I think I need to find out how to disconnect the wiring first. This metal cover here seems intriguing. Yes, inside here is the main connector. And these taped over side holes are probably the CFL power connections. So let's disconnect this main connector. And it broke. Great. You got to be real careful with this very old plastic. I think I can fix it. It broke in just the right spot so as not to disturb the contacts.
Hello, cat.
Now let's remove the metal tape on the side and remove the CFL power connections. This time I will try to be more careful. There are 2 per side, so I better mark them just to be safe. I think I can remove the panel now. Take off the 4 screws on the sides.
Is there something interesting in there for you?
Okay, here is the model number of the panel. Let's see if I can find one on eBay. So what if I buy the cheapest one I can find? Here's a listing for a used panel for $35 plus shipping. The listing says it is used, but tested and guaranteed working. What could go wrong?
I got a package. I did it. I went on eBay and I found a replacement, a used one. I kind of fought back and forth about this. I really appreciate this packaging, by the way. And it doesn't seem like it's loose in there. Not too bad. So I think the seller did all he could. And by the way, when a seller does all they can and it still gets damaged in shipment, you know, it's not really the seller's fault, you know. And to go after this as an eBay seller myself, it's just it's maddening the way people don't go to the postage service that delivered it, the people who actually damaged the product, the people who actually made the mistake. Instead, you go to the seller because, heck, you know it's going to be easier. But just because something's easier doesn't make it right. If you know something, morally speaking, if you know something's been damaged in shipment, go after the people who damaged it. Okay? That's a little piece of advice. I can't believe what kind of a people do that. Anyway, so this seller, I believe, already did all he could to protect this. He put a bag over it. Underneath we have a box. And we have a box under there. He may have put the bag over here because he didn't want to use priority mail. If you try to mail something on the U.S. Postal Service and you stick it in one of these priority mail boxes, and then you put any other kind of postage on it for ground or whatever, or yeah, whatever other service, they're just going to go ahead and make you have to pay for this. They'll send you, you know, in my case with eBay, they automatically charge the extra money for priority mail. So I've learned that lesson the hard way. Yeah, so we have the monitor panel, and we have some gap filling bubble wrap. And I'm just hoping that this monitor is in the good shape that it was listed on eBay. I mean, obviously, the old panel is victim to some sort of poor handling, got hit in the screen, and the screen has permanently got marks in it. So we're hoping that the same thing did not happen to this one. Actually, the first thing we're hoping for is that it's the right panel. That's one layer. That's 2 layers of bubble wrap. I'm liking it. That's 3 to 4 layers of bubble wrap, and you put cardboard over the screen. And there's a scratch in the screen. Oh boy. Oh, come on, guys. There's a scratch in the screen, and it was under the cardboard. Okay, I just checked my eBay purchases. This was a $34.99 panel. I'm not, assuming this panel works, I'm not going to return it. It's pretty disappointing that there's a scratch in it right here. That's the problem with trying to find the cheapest thing. Sometimes you get the one that's the cheapest. I don't know how bad that's going to look when it's lit up. So let's hook it up and see. Yeah, I mean, the difference between this new screen I bought and that one is just, there's not much difference now because we have some scratches on it, you know. So I guess the first thing we need to do is test it. There's no point in continuing unless the panel's been tested. So you've already watched me pull the other one apart. I'm just going to pull this one apart real quick, hook this other monitor up, other screen up, and we'll see. So these panels look identical, except for one thing. Here's the lighting, and here's the connector for the new one, and you can see how wide that is. Compare it to our original. But the connector here is the same. So we're definitely going to have to reuse this cable because the, you know, apparently this came out of an old laptop or something and didn't need as many wires. Okay. All right, well, let's test this, this replacement, make sure it even works. I mean, I guess if this panel doesn't work at all, I'll just return it. I don't think that would be the case based upon the packaging. Why would somebody go to that much effort on the packaging and send me something that was broken? It didn't look like it took a fall or anything like that. Okay, here we go. All right, we're on. I saw a flash on there, so I think we're probably good. Okay, I can't see anything. Yeah, this is very dim. The lights aren't working. The lights do not work in this panel. Yeah. Because I can barely see the menu, but it basically the lighting is not working at all. I think I'm just going to have to contact the seller and tell him that the backlight on this panel is no good, and see what they say. That's definitely what any seller would want me to do initially before just asking for a return. See what they have to say. If I get lucky and they don't want to bother to have it shipped back, which I mean that should be pretty likely, unless they think I'm lying and they can test it when they get it back. Well then, yeah, if they can test it when they get it back, and normally on eBay you don't really want to trust anybody. So yeah, they might want me, might want to pay to have it sent back. I might have to pay to have it sent back. If that's the case, I guess we're going to we're going to do a tear down of an old LCD panel in the hopes that we might be able to replace the lighting in it with LED. I mean, I could probably buy an LED array for a 17-inch monitor, brand new, not for this one, but you know, take this one apart, see what our dimensions are, and actually buy something that's already made for it, or we can possibly make something. But anyway, I'm going to contact the seller and I'll let you know what happens. Okay, well, the result of that other one, I know that I probably could have found a way to replace the backlight. They have these kits available online where you can replace the backlight with LEDs, which is really cool. Even though the seller has a return policy that says that he is paying for the return shipping, I sent him a message. You may as well, you know, consider just taking 20 bucks off. That way you don't lose money, as much money. But the seller declined, and I wound up sending it back to him anyway. So what I did was I splurged, and I bought the $99 one. Might have to zoom out a little bit here. Yeah. So this one supposedly is brand new. So we'll see. Well, obviously we've seen that it's been packed very well. It's in a very, very oversized box. Shaking it, we do have some rustling going on. Look at the corners. Look at these corners. I don't even know how I'm going to get this apart, actually. Okay, wow. Even foam rubber on the bottom. So is this new open box? That's the question of the day. Question is does it look brand new, like it's never been used? Oops. Well, that's super easy to scratch. And what is the condition of the screen? It looks clean, but you know, frankly, they all do. Yeah, this has got fingerprints all over it, and it has scratches, and it has, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. It's got some kind of goop. It's got very, it's disappointing. All right, let's see if we can get things, fingerprints or whatever off of here. Oh, this is, never mind. This is a top. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yes. Oh, boy, was I mistaken. And I'm relieved. Oh, this looks brand new. This really does look brand new. I'm like, what is this? You know, it's just the cellophane top. And here I am trying to rub it off with the microfiber cloth. All right, so this is extremely encouraging. So let's hook it up and see if it works. Okay, let's power us up here. All right. Ooh, there we go. No signal. But it looks pretty good to me. Let's turn on our Amiga. I'm encouraged. All righty. That's it. We have a working NEC monitor without any issues. You know what? Let me boot this in a regular screen mode, a more traditional Amiga screen mode, because right now it's in 25 kilohertz screen mode. You know, like double high res or whatever it is, or double NTSC. So if you ever have an AGA Amiga and you have it hooked to like a scan doubler that only does 15 kilohertz, or a monitor that only does 15 kilohertz, or you know, even ones that will do 15 and 31, but they won't do 25 for those double modes. You know, it's super easy to make the mistake of putting the Amiga in the wrong resolution, because when you first install a Workbench, it only has, you know, the regular resolutions, the regular Amiga resolutions. But if you go into one of the folders, I think it's monitors or storage, and you copy all those files, it gives you access to into your devs directory or monitors directory. It gives you access to all of those screen modes. And that's what I did. But what it also does is it boots the Amiga in the best possible without you having selected it. So if you do that and you're working with 15 kilohertz, all of a sudden you basically bricked your Amiga because you can't get into it. But there's always a way to get into it. If you hold both mouse buttons down, as you know, it goes into the boot up screen, and that is always in 15 kilohertz. And then from there, you can select an alternate mode to boot into. And that's what we're going to do. It does say press any key to toggle between PAL and NTSC, press return for 31 kilohertz modes. We're not interested in any of that. We're going to just go enhanced. It's fine to stay on PAL. Yeah, so you have double NTSC and double PAL. But either way, a 1084 or any other 15 kilohertz display won't display it. So click Enhanced and then Use, and then it will boot into a lower resolution. We'll be able to tell the difference when Workbench comes up. It's not going to be all stretched out. It's going to be a different resolution altogether. Wouldn't be surprised if it was the same one that we were just in. Yeah, so we can look and see what it is. Screen mode. Okay, so it did rescan. So we're in high res. Yeah, but it's 15, we're in 15 kilohertz, 15.6 mode. This is the horizontal scan rate. I don't know if you can see it from your angle. Yeah, this is a TFT display, but anyway, it's 15 kilohertz for that. Yeah, so really all you have to worry about are the productivity. Yeah, I was right the first time. Productivity modes come up with a weird horizontal frequency. That's all PAL. Oh, here it is. The Super 72 is at 23.21 kilohertz. I mean, what is that, you know? And this monitor will display all of them. Super 72, super high res laced, only 4 colors available. Let's try this. You did not test. I guess we can test. Yeah, see, that works. Woo-wee. We're right off the screen then. Oh, it auto-corrected, and now we can see. Right? Yeah, super high res. Oh, there we go. As long as I eliminate the glare, you can see it's pretty nice. The flickering is actually only on the camera. It's actually solid on the, and it should be because it's not 15 kilohertz. We're trying to do some kind of a interlaced mode. So I grabbed an Amiga 500, and we're going to see. Oh, that's crystal clear. So I'm actually getting, okay, that's good news. That's perfect. Oh man, let me show you how clean this picture is. Look at that. Turn the overhead light off. So the flickering that you see, I don't see at all. The picture is absolutely perfect. Crisp, wonderful. Let's put this monitor back together. What's this on here? We got a smiley face and 994152330. Somebody wrote something on the edge of this. Otherwise, it's in pretty nice condition. Anyway, so I've got this panel back on already. I don't know if I'll show you the whole reassembly process since it's pretty, I've already done that, you know. I guess I should take this screen protector off because I think it's going to be larger than the bezel. Maybe we use it to protect the screen after the fact, you know, tape it to the plastic bezel. Oh, look at that. Look at how nice that is. It's perfect. A couple pieces of dust on it or whatever, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, there we go. Zoom out a little bit. Turn on the monitor. Turn on the Amiga. Oh, that's a beautiful screen. That's a beautiful screen. And I'm keeping this. that's it for this video. I don't really have a use for this. It's not worth much, judging by how much they're going on eBay for ones that aren't very good. So I'll just toss that or e-waste it. And I just want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, friends. Bye now.